Harvard created a brand new professorship just for one man, a Greek immigrant, who studied in a monastery on Mount Sinai and kept chickens on the Harvard campus. His name was Evangelinos Apostolitis Sophocles, and yes, that was his real name. He was born in 1807 in a small village on Mount Pelion in Thessaly, Greece. When the Greek Revolution broke out, he fled, first to Egypt, then to a monastery on Mount Sinai, where he taught himself ancient languages, surrounded by monks and desert sand. In 1829, he arrived in America with almost nothing. He studied at a school in Massachusetts, then taught himself enough to get a job in Hartford, Connecticut, then New Haven, and slowly, almost impossibly, he worked his way to Harvard. In 1842, Harvard hired him as a Greek tutor. He was so extraordinary that in 1860, the university created a position that had never existed before, professor of ancient, Byzantine, and modern Greek. Historians believe it was the first academic appointment of its kind in the entire Western world, a title built specifically for him. He lived in the same room in Harvard's Holworthy Hall for over 40 years. He never married. He lived like a monk, quiet, private, eccentric. When Harvard introduced written final exams, he refused to read them. He burned the blue books unread and told his colleagues, "After a student has been in my class a few weeks, I already know exactly what they can do." His students had opinions. One Harvard student wrote home to his family, "Mr. Sophocles is the funniest man. If you tell him you do not understand what he says, it makes him very angry. He will say, 'Pay attention. Sit down. Sit down.'" And the chickens. He kept a flock of hens on the Harvard campus. He named every single one of them after a Cambridge lady who had invited him to dinner. When he died in 1883, the Harvard president himself was one of his pallbearers. He left his entire estate, his library, his savings, to Harvard University. And quietly, without telling anyone, he had already sent money back to his village in Greece to build them a bridge and a water system. He did good by stealth. He didn't want anyone to know. A Greek refugee, a monk student, a Harvard legend. You've never heard his name. Harvard never forgot it. Drop the name of a teacher who made you feel like you belonged.